Hey guys, it's Cheyenne's Book Nook and welcome back. Today I'm going to be showing you all of the different things that you can do with gelatos. Gelatos are from Faber Castell, and if you don't know what they are sort of like a very soft creamy crayon. And you can mix them with a lot of things, which I'm going to show you what you can mix them with today. So first and foremost there is gesso. This is regular gesso. This is acrylic gesso by Liquitex. There's so many different kinds of gesso. Let's see. So there is clear gesso, black gesso, heavy gesso, super heavy gesso. So you can mix them with pretty much any of those. So I'm going to move these out of the way and pick a color. So you can add some gesso to your work surface. Make sure it's a cleanable work surface. You don't want any gesso getting stuck to your surface. So if you don't know what gesso is, it's a primer, so it will help any medium that you use after it on a canvas to flow a bit better. But you can also mix it with gelatos. So I'm going to show you how to mix it in, and then you're going to do the same mixing process for each of these. So I'm going to use this to twist out my gelato just a little bit. You're not going to need much, and if you're wondering what color this is the Earl Grey color. It's from the Pastel set. So you're going to want to grab a palette knife, and you're going to want to take a little bit off. So I have, just a tiny bit, and I'm going to mix it with the gesso, and I will see you once I've mixed it. So with that little bit, we're already getting a graphite gray color, and if you're wondering, it does look very white in the light, but it definitely is very gray. So you can control the color by adding more or less gelato, and mixing more will get you darker because you have to break up all of the chunks of gelato, which took me only a few minutes. So this is a project in my art journal that I've already started. In the very background, these pink tones are actually from gelatos in the background, so that's them without being mixed with anything. So I'm going to add some of my little graphite gray paste on here. So after some rubbing with a baby wipe and also smudging with my fingers, I smudged the graphite gray paste on. This is over some of my gelatos before, and then some glass bead gel. You can get the glass bead gel at Michael's under the Liquitex brand. And this next one I actually have already done on my page, so I'm going to just show you that. So this is gelatos mixed with modeling paste, which I have here under Deco Art Media. I use this. It's kind of like a cream cheese texture. Really nice. And then it's mixed with this buttercream gelato. So I put this on with a little stencil and rubbed it over, and it looks very nice. It's definitely a very different consistency from this. This is more spreadable. This is very thick. If you're wondering what I did up here, by the way, this is just embossing powder over it. It's a champagne embossing powder. It's really fun and nice. Alright, next. This stuff is glass bead gel, which is what I was talking about before. It's what I put over right here. So that's with the paste over it, but you can also mix gelatos with it. So this one is actually my mother's art journal. She's very talented. If you'd like to go see some of her creations, you can go on Instagram at Melissa_Morris_Hoffman, and you can see some more of her art journal creations. Back to the glass bead gel, she mixed it with a gelato right here, this mint green color. It looks really pretty, very nice texture, and you can just kind of glob it in with your art journal and it will look pretty nice. And you're definitely going to want to go a tad more heavy because this dries clear. So this is a gel, and it does it stays this white color when it's not dry, but it dries clear. And this one's from Liquitex, again from Michael's. Okay, our next one is glossy accents. This stuff is really cool. You can put it on over like as a glaze. This is from Ranger, and this is from Amazon. It's pretty good product. You can totally mix this with, so it's clear and it shows clear. So this one I've mixed with Ice Rose, which doesn't come in the pastel set. I think it comes in the metallic set. But here I've mixed that stuff with the gelatos, and I'm just going to spread it on over. So here it is spread on my page. It worked really well. So you can see that it shows up completely good, so you can see what color that you're getting when you mix it in. So this one is one of the easier ones to find. This is matte gel. This is a very thick gel. It's the consistency of gesso, but behaves so much different than gesso. It feels so much different, and it goes on so much different. It dries matte, so if you want a matte look, then you can do that. It dries translucent, so you will probably see a heavy color. So this is what it looks like. This one is mixed with guava, if you were wondering. So I'm going to spread it on my page here. Just making sure this is in focus. Okay. So it goes on very soft, and it'll dry very matte. So I'm going to blend this straight into the gray to make an ombre effect. And there it is. It's really pretty. Very soft pink. Matte gel can be found at Michael's and on Amazon, but I recommend Amazon because Amazon's really cheap. Okay, this next stuff is from Faber Castell, just like the gelatos. It's called Texture Luxe. This is Pearl Texture Luxe. And mine actually dried up because I left the lid off, so I can't show you, but it's so pretty. It works really well if you use the iridescent gelatos with it. It's very nice. It's very sparkly. You can see the shift from in here. But yes, keep the lid on. These next ones are pretty much honorable mentions, but I figured I'd still let you guys know about these. This is clear gesso, and this is super heavy gesso. You might be thinking, I already covered gesso, but these are completely different. So basically, this behaves basically like a very thin version of this stuff, and will give you clear visions. So it's basically another version of glossy accents. Now, the super heavy gesso is sort of different. So we've got this stuff. It's super thick. It's a bit thicker than the matte gel, and it behaves like the thinner gesso except very thick. So you can mix it and give it kind of a whipped cream texture. Okay, you guys, so that's all that I'm going to be covering today, but I'm going to quickly go over everything we used. So first off, super heavy gesso, clear gesso, modeling paste, glossy accents, glass bead gel, matte gel, regular gesso, aka the thinnest gesso, and Texture Luxe. And of course, the pastel and metallic sets of gelatos. Okay, so that will be all for today. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you next time, and bye-bye!